my little peaches. The time is 7:01 on this freezing cold Tuesday morning. My co-host Andy here with me. It is Veterans Day, and we are going to have some special guests in here about 8:30. We're going to have Mr. Johnny Vale, John Carr, and Guy Posey in here to talk some Veterans Day stuff. We will also go over each branch of our armed forces and just kind of give you an overview of what they do and how long they've been in existence, I guess. And we got some news headlines we got to touch on as well. So it's going to be a fully packed day today. We'll try to get it all in 2 hours, hopefully.
I think you can.
You think I can?
Yeah.
You're like, you're gonna, because I'm out at 9. Andy's wearing his vest because it is 9 degrees in here.
Yeah.
It feels like it's 2 outside, so it's just 7 degrees warmer.
Well, it's a little warmer in here. Yeah.
Eats
but we're
bit.
saving on the power bill, so that's okay, you know?
That's true. Gosh, yeah, we were talking about that before the show started, how hubby informed me last night that our power bill had gone up significantly, like by about $100 or more a month since the last couple of months. It hadn't been really going up, but last couple of months it did. And he's blaming me. Because I came in last night going, it is freezing in here. And he's like, no, it's not. I went, it is. I'm telling you it is. He's like, it's not. And basically it's add layers because this is where it's going to be.
Yeah.
So I added layers. Socks and fuzzy pants and a sweatshirt. I put my Christmas tree up Sunday when I got back from my girls' trip. And I was talking yesterday about how I added colored lights to it. Yeah. And I didn't like it. I did not like the colored lights. It just didn't feel... I thought I would like it because it would remind me of when I was a kid, but it didn't. Yeah. I guess it was because...
You're not a kid anymore?
I'm not a kid anymore. Yeah. And it just didn't... I like my white lights, my warm lights. I like the way it looks when I turn the lights out. So I went and got some lights, and they were white string. You know what I'm saying? The string on it was white. And I was like, I don't want that. I want it to be green. Yeah. So I had to stuff them back in the box, take it back, and we went and got the green ones last night. Or I got the green ones yesterday. Then I got them on the tree, and I didn't have enough. So we went and got one more strand last night, and now the lights are on, and it looks pretty.
Sounds like an adventure just for some lights.
It's been 2 days of trying to get the right lights.
If you left those lights off and just looked at the pretty tree, you would save on the electric bill. Might cut the heat up a degree.
I'm sure that's exactly what hubby is thinking, but I like the way the tree looks with the lights.
I like the blue lights.
I used to like those like on the outside of houses. There was a house over in Trustful. It was a huge house. It had a lot of property, and it was a huge house, but it was all ranch style. And I guess they had cattle or something there at one point. I can't remember, but when I was younger, I remember we used to drive by that house, and it would have all blue lights. And it looked so pretty. It was probably the only house I've seen with all blue lights that I really, really liked. It just always looked gorgeous. And then I guess the owners passed away, and it's been sitting there vacant with no lights on it for a while. But then I think it was last year, maybe, I went to Trustful, and I went that back road, and it looked like people were actually living in it again. But I didn't see any lights or anything. But it looked like it was lived in. So I miss going and looking at Christmas lights. That was kind of my thing when we were younger. I loved to do that, especially over in like the Roebuck area. There was a place, it was called Stonehenge was the neighborhood, and it was a very, very affluent neighborhood. Yeah. It was on both sides of the road, so you could turn in one way or turn in another way, and it all kind of came back around together, sort of, but they would all decorate their houses up with the milk jug lights and just kind of outdo each other on the yards and stuff, and it was beautiful. And they had a house that had beautiful columns and stuff on it, and they would decorate it up. And Mr. and Mrs. Claus would sit out front in rocking chairs and hand out candy canes. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, that's cool. I guess those people that live in those neighborhoods like, oh, all the cars, all the people, you know. And it may get a little old, but it's kind of neat to go through a neighborhood. You just don't see it as much anymore.
Right. And in Center Point, there was a house. He probably had 100 or more different light things in his yard, probably more. It was on Polly Reed Road, and the traffic on that little 2-lane road would back up so bad, and people would complain every time because it would just be people creepy crawling by there to look at the lights. I always wondered how much his power bill was.
Probably a lot.
Because some of that stuff, there was one, it looked like a little helicopter, and it had a little spinny thing on top, and it was like, for back in the 80s, that was like big time to have something like that.
Yeah, people had to get pretty creative then because they weren't going to spend all that money on those, you know.
And we have two places out here, the Easterlings and, I can't remember the name of the other folks that do Christmas lights. One you walk through.
One's McMahon, right?
Huh?
Isn't one McMahon?
No.
Oh.
That's not the right name.
Okay.
I can't remember the other one now. It's been a year, so it's but they have one is a walk through where you get out and walk around it, and then the other one is a drive through. So I'll get that information so that people can. I don't know when they'll have their lights up. They may already have them up. Some people do.
The guy in Montevallo may still do one out off 155. I don't know. The Christmas Fantasyland, whatever it was, had a ton of lights.
There was a guy in the neighborhood that I live in. There was a family that did it, and then he moved out here, and he does it out here now. I want to say that might be the Easterlings. I'm not sure. What would you call those? If you wanted to look it up and see light, Christmas light
Displays.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's look it up. Christmas light.
Let's show off those vocabulary skills.
Clinton. One is Easterling Light Extravaganza. They are the drive-through, and then you have the Christmas Wonderland one.
That's off 155. I believe that's off 155.
This is on Stutter Drive.
Oh, Stutter Drive. Okay.
So, this one's the walk-through one. Oh, it looks really cute too. Oh, and I think they told me last year that I had them come on, and I probably have them on again. They were adding some stuff, so let's see what they got going on. It's not up yet. It said they are working hard on the Music Tunnel North Pole portal. Oh, so they are adding some big time stuff. And let's see about.
Well, I think the North Pole portal's probably already open because I can feel it over here. You know.
I know.
I mean,
I'm
the
starting
Stutter
to feel a
Drive's
little bit warmer.
Stutter Drive's just right through the woods over here, and I'm telling you, it is. You know,
that's hilarious.
Definitely got some North Polishness going on.
Oh my goodness.
I started the truck and walked outside, and I thought, this is what Therese wanted. Well, we got it. It's here.
I said I was ready for fall. I didn't say I was ready for it to be, 20 degrees when I woke up in the morning.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for that. That's extra. That's fall just being extra. I'm not.
Yeah, this fall plus, right?
I'm not. Yeah, I haven't. And I'm going through my sweaters, and I'm like, I thought I had more sweaters than this, to choose from, and I don't. So I gotta buy more sweaters now.
Yeah. Especially since you're not turning the heat up.
I'm gonna end up with those gloves that you can do everything with the tips. So you go
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna thank our morning show sponsors. Let me get my list here. We also have some things going on today for Veterans Day. It's going to be a Veterans Day program at 11 a.m. at First Baptist Church of Clanton in their fellowship hall. So if you would like to do that during your lunch hour, you can do that. It starts at 11. I want to say thank you to Chilton Mobile Home Supply, Julie Holderfield and Country Financial Insurance, Central Alabama Wellness, Coca-Cola, my bestie Mike Baker. Beautiful Coca-Cola. Look, it matches.
Goes nice with the background.
It
huh?
does. It goes
Yeah.
great. And we absolutely love, love, love our new cooler that holds a bunch of cans of drinks.
yeah.
It's like it's clear in the front, has the lights. Just reach in there and grab one.
Yeah. And I think there's an unspoken rule, but you're supposed to front it up. But, you know, which
You
means
are.
pull all the drinks to the front
You
when
are.
you get done. But
And somebody I know may or may not have gone in there and messed up
I don't know
Mike's
anything about it.
sequence and display. He wasn't doing it to mess with Mike. He was doing it to mess with Maiden.
Yeah.
If he notices it, he will fix it.
Oh, he's already noticed it. He just won't fix it because he knows. Like,
You will just mess
think,
it up
yeah.
again.
yeah,
And
he
I
just
may or
knows
may not
somewhere.
have grabbed one straight from the middle just to add my
Yeah.
little in it. For
Just
the
waiting
day.
on him to send out the memo. You guys need to front this up.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm about to pop this top.
Oh, okay.
About to do it. Here we go. Let me get my microphone here. Yesterday, I couldn't get my finger under the thing, and Bill popped his way before I popped mine. It was awful. It was not in sync at all. These are tight. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. That's how you start your morning right there. That's it. Good morning, Piper. Also, thank you to our Chilton Chamber of Commerce, Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Putter Up, Save More, and Old Orchard Amish Furniture. I want to remind everybody, too, that we will be broadcasting Maplesville for the remainder of their region games and hope they go all the way through to state, which I think they're gonna.
These are the
considering-
state playoffs.
Playoffs, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, they're 11-0, so
Yeah.
I feel like they have a pretty good chance of making it. I mean, they're undefeated. They're number 1 in their region for 1A. I think they're region 4, maybe. That sounds right. I could
They're
be
in the
wrong on that.
playoffs. They're going to go.
But they're in the playoffs, yes. Unfortunately, Thorsby did not win their first region game, but they had a phenomenal season. So very,
they
very
did.
proud of them.
Yeah.
They did really, really good. And then we've got college football this weekend, Alabama and Oklahoma, which ought to be a pretty good game.
Yeah.
Auburn and Mercer, and we just got to cross our fingers that we can bring that one home.
Hey, you got rid of your coach. I mean, you know. Sure, that solved the problem.
Yeah, have you? Hugh Freeze's daughter has been.
She's been kind of hammering them, hasn't she?
She's been very vocal on social media, and she had to delete a post. I don't know if her dad made her do it or who made her do it, but 'cause she still goes to school there, I think.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, you probably don't want to do that while you're still going to school here. And I'm sure she was going for free, considering he was the coach.
Probably. It's probably part of the package, yeah.
But somebody said yesterday that, and I don't remember who told me this, but they said that in the negotiations for Hugh Freeze, that it was said that he was promised that they would give him a minimum of 4 years to turn the program around before they let him go.
That's what his daughter had said.
And so, that must be what the post was about.
Yeah.
And that they ended up not doing that, so he feels, really betrayed.
Yeah,
at
a little
this point.
slighted, yeah.
But I really do have a problem with letting them go in the middle of the season like that. I don't know why, but it just seems like, what do you think's going to happen between now and the next couple of games? I mean,
I think they're worried about recruiting, probably.
Well, I guess so. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, at 7:16, we're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, I got to talk about, there was a cool story about a World War II veteran who has become a songwriter at 101.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. And then we'll talk about a police officer and a dispatcher who delivered a baby. So y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Andy here with you, broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Workout Anytime in Clanton is now open. Your fitness, your schedule. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our sauna. Recharge with red light therapy. Refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation, open 24/7. Workout Anytime, now open in Clanton.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
We are back. The time is 7:19. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Andy broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio on this very, very chilly Veterans Day. First, I want to say thank you to all of our veterans. We appreciate you and your sacrifice and service. Our country would be zero without you. And you don't get enough accolades. And, you know, I feel some kind of way about our military, and if I get on my soapbox, I won't get off of it. So I'm just going to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you do.
Yes, thank you very much.
Also, good morning to Lisa. She suits me. She's watching this morning. She's got a new location, y'all. It's going to be opening soon in downtown Clanton, right next to, what is that next to? I think it's next to Morelands.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not
Is it?
mistaken. I
Good
think
morning,
it's right
Lisa.
next door to Morelands. I'm trying to remember in order what's down there, but I think it's next to Morelands. In between Morelands and I think
Something
Kim's
else.
place, Bama Insurance. I'm
Oh,
almost
okay.
positive it's in between those two things. So, yep. So before we get to the headlines, you went on a little excursion out towards Ricky's place
Yeah.
on Saturday for the Friendsgiving. I got to hear all about it.
Well, we went, first of all, we got up that morning.
It's out there.
Yeah, it's out there, but we went to the lamb show, and I'd already we got a
Had the
lamb
sheep
show.
first.
Yeah, had the sheep first. Sheep show ended pretty early. It was nice. And we're at that St. Clair County Fair in Odenville.
Mm-hmm.
It's really a cool little,
Isn't it?
it's a cool little event.
They have stuff. They have rodeos there.
Yeah.
They have, and then in that one building, because I used to live right there. Matter of
Really?
fact,
Yeah.
where that is, you, if it's on your left, you keep going down.
Yeah.
You'll hang a left onto Simpson and come around the curve, and that's where my little
Really?
house was that I
Yeah.
lived in. When before I moved in, got married and moved in with Jeff.
Yeah.
But that used to be a little. That building was it was a house. My friend Michelle, who now lives in Orange Beach, Gulf Shores, she lived there, and she did horses and training and riding lessons and all that stuff. And she was getting ready to move, and the county came in and said, "We have some great ideas for this place.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to take an offer?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'll entertain it." And then so she sold it, and they made it the St. Clair County Arena, and they use it for everything. And they
It's
added
nice.
on into that building, and it is now what they call a emergency
Yeah, like an EMA type.
EMA type thing. So if there was ever any kind of reason you need food or shelter or anything like that, you would use that. But it doubles as a pickleball court, basketball in there. You can rent it out for events and things like that. And then they have the arena part, which just about everybody that has any kind of festival has started renting that out.
Oh
now.
yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's
It's
really nice. That little group there with some kids rides had a, what do you call it, the mechanical bull out
Oh,
there.
really?
Yeah, the kids were riding it. Yeah, my daughter.
The kids?
Yeah, my daughter's like, you can get on there. I was like, nope.
Is it like a full size one?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's got a little inflatable mat around it and everything, you know.
Oh, and the kids were on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Went slow. My daughter got on it. You know, it was fun, but
Your daughter
done that
got on
event.
it?
Oh yeah.
How many seconds was she slowing off?
21. It was a slower ride. It wasn't a real fast
Oh,
ride.
gosh,
but
yeah. I was on one, and the second it picked up speed, I slung off.
Yeah.
I mean, I did
Yeah.
not think I was a 3-second rodeo.
Yeah, we're watching and assessing. I'm like, okay, this kid done this worked, this didn't, you know, watch
Yeah.
this and this. And she done pretty good. So
I figured she would. When you
Yeah.
said she rode it, I figured she was going to be
Yeah.
the one that did good.
she done pretty good. Man, it was the best setup though. I mean, we could definitely steal something from that and, you know, have
That's
something
a drive
nice
for
here
you,
like
though.
that.
It's
Oh,
about
yeah,
an
it was-
hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, hour and
It's
20, a
or
little
more
better.
than that if you're
Yeah.
from Verbena.
Yeah.
So then you left there and went to Ricky's.
Went to Ricky's. Ricky's about an hour away
Yeah,
from there.
and what did you bring as your side?
I brought some lamb. Yeah. Yep. They were on the trailer, but nobody wanted to put forth the effort to get them from trailer to plate.
Oh,
So,
God.
you know. So anyway, we brought the petting zoos, what it ended up being. Pulled the trailer around Ricky's house, let the doors down so the lambs wouldn't get
Well, he's got a lot of property,
overheated.
too,
He
doesn't
does. He's got a nice place out there. And the lambs wouldn't get overheated. And the kids and everybody were loving it. My daughter's loving it. You know, she puts
Because
on
she's getting
halters,
attention, yeah.
brings them out of the trailer, showing the lambs. And then we went and ate delicious food, tons of food. A lot of nice people there, you know, just a good event. It's got a big, nice barn or shed, whatever you want to
Yeah,
call it, building. Yeah, it was just a really, you know, really good time. And we stayed there till about dark and then left there and went back to Montgomery to drop animals off and
Oh, my gosh. You
leave
had
the
to do
trailer
all
and all
that?
that. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
goodness. Okay.
But it was
That
a fun time. So
dedication. Well, I
thank you,
appreciate it.
Ricky. Yeah.
Ricky for hosting that, and I hate that it ended up on a weekend that I was going to be out of town. I hate that I missed that because I love to eat, and there was going to be
Well,
lots
there
of
was
food
lots of
there.
eating
I
there.
bet there was a little bit of
Yeah.
everything, huh?
Did a little bit of everything. Yeah.
All right, we're going to talk about some stuff in the news. I love this story. This is about a veteran who was in World War II, who has become a songwriter at the age of 101. And this is out of Nashville. He released a song called If Freedom Was Free. It's actually released by Big Machine label. You know who has Big Machine, don't you?
No.
John Rich.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his. And it's also Creative Vets and the Nashville-based nonprofit that helps veterans work through their traumas by building something new through the arts. And so this man, his name is Irving Locker. He's a World War II veteran who landed at Utah Beach on D-Day with veteran mentor Bart Crow and duo Johnny and Heidi Bulford, who also sang on the track. The chorus is, "If freedom was free, there wouldn't be a mountain of metal and men under Normandy."
Cool.
Oh, that gives you chill
Really
bumps.
cool.
Includes the message Locker has used in lectures from classrooms to the White House. Freedom, he says, is not free, and people should be thankful for it and for those who make it possible. I'm trying to figure out, I guess you could just maybe Google it, look for it on YouTube or whatever song platform music platform you use, and see if it pops up. But I bet it's probably
I bet you
on
can Google it.
YouTube or something. That I would like to listen to that. I think that's going to be good. I think that's phenomenal. 101 years old, becomes a songwriter. It's fantastic. Absolutely love that.
Yeah.
And then got another one. A police officer and a dispatcher had to help deliver a baby in Michigan. A routine traffic stop turned to anything but routine as a Michigan police officer helped deliver a baby with his dispatcher coaching him through it over the radio. The connection there is that the dispatcher is the police officer's brother. So two brothers had to help deliver a baby just before 2 a.m. on Friday. He pulled over a speeding vehicle. The driver was obviously trying to get his wife to the hospital quickly, and she was like, I was so scared that I was something bad was gonna happen. The officer, when he pulled him over, called for help, and his captain and his whatever came on the scene, and they all had to deliver the baby because she was in full labor at the time. So
Yeah, I bet he regrets that one.
yeah. Oh, and I don't know. He says the training you receive at the academy is not this.
Yeah, I
Imagine.
just imagine him hitting the lights, going, this guy's got to be drinking.
Goodness.
This guy's got to be drinking. Then he gets him over. He's like, oh man, really? I had to pull this one over.
Well, it's funny because his brother was like, listen carefully, and I'm going to tell you exactly what to do, and he did.
He's like, hang on, I'm Googling it. Hang on. Yeah.
I'm Googling it.
Give me a minute. I'm watching the video. It's on YouTube. How to deliver a baby. YouTube.
So yeah, that's awesome. It shows a picture of the officer there with the husband and the wife and their brand new baby. Oh, that is pretty cool. Could you imagine? That has got to be the most unreal feeling that you will ever feel, is helping bring you are helping bring the baby into this world.
Yeah. Thinking more like police escort. I'm like,
Yeah.
you follow me.
It's like, look, I was just trying to stop a speeder.
Yeah, you follow me.
I didn't realize I was going to get all of that. That's a lot. Woo! All right, it's 7:30. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we will talk about some local stuff.
Okay.
An Alabaster guy has been arrested. And have you seen the story about the high school cheerleader on the Carnival cruise?
I have. That's like a big story. Everybody's speculating and everything.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that when we come back, too. So y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Andy broadcasting live from the Clinton Tractor Studio. We'll be right back.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs, all conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience.
We are back. The time is 7:31. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Before we get to a couple of stories, we're going to talk about, as we go through the morning, we're going to talk about different branches of our armed forces. And the first one we're going to talk about today is the Army. I think I probably know more people that have been in the Army than any other branch of service, most likely. And I think under that is probably the Navy. And that's, it just seems like when you ask, that's the ones that come up first. My dad was in the Navy. My grandpa was in the Navy. My grandpa used to speak, he would do Morse code because that's what he did in the Navy. He was a Morse code operator. And he would always tell me, dot, and I would say, what does that mean? And he would tell me, and he was also a ham radio operator, and they would do code to each other. And he would tell me, like, when he'd get a message, he would read it out for me and tell me what it said. And I thought that was really unique, that you could have words like that, I don't know. That's just neat.
That you can decode those dashes and dots into words,
And I would think it would just be about impossible for anybody to decipher that unless they know Morse code.
Yeah.
But I think it's interesting.
It is.
For that. All right. The history of the U.S. Army began with the Continental Army, established by the Continental Congress on June 14th, 1775. So couple hundred years old.
Yeah.
And they were formed to fight for American independence from Great Britain. After the Revolutionary War, it was disbanded and replaced by the United States Army in 1784, which later became the more permanent force. The Army does play a vital role in national defense and development, with a legacy rooted in the citizen soldiers who fought for freedom. The first commander, do you know the first commander of the Army was George Washington. He was appointed commander-in-chief of the Continental Army one day after its creation. I probably should have known that from school, but I didn't really listen a whole lot. In school, I promise you I didn't. Stuff that I should remember and it should be sticking with me, it does not. The United States Army was renamed the Legion of the United States in 1791, and was finally renamed the United States Army in 1796. So they had an identity crisis there for a little bit. Couldn't decide who they were, but they finally settled on the United States Army. Pretty cool. Did you ever try to be a part of the armed forces? Were you?
I considered it at one point, but I did not.
What changed your mind? The commitment, the length of time, or?
Yeah, I think it was because I was in high school and I was just like, I think the Army perception was way different now than what it is now. Then, I think we had drill sergeants then that really, hammered you.
Pretty
and I was
hard.
like, I don't know if I want this,
Well, I will say that I think, like early on, you have, especially in movies, you have people depicting drill sergeants, and they are pretty brutal.
Yeah.
They say all kinds of horrible stuff.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to, though. They do those things to break you down so they can mentally break you and
Right,
build you
yeah.
up the way they need you to be for the
Right,
service.
yeah.
And I think it works. Unfortunately, I think it also has long-term negative effects in some degrees. You top that with the stuff that you see if you are on the front line, especially if you're in combat. It is, I think, what our armed forces go through can be very traumatic.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they come back home, it's a little harder for them to disconnect from that.
Yeah,
You
got to
know,
reacclimate
yeah.
to civilian.
They have to acclimate back, and it's hard. And I think that in the past, I will say it's much better now, but in the past, that our government didn't really do a good job of facilitating that transition.
Yeah.
Especially some of our World War II veterans, especially World War I, World War II. Then you've got all these other battles and other types of things that went on that I guess were considered smaller type wars. But regardless, the end result is that a lot of them have PTSD.
Yeah.
Other things or injuries that they have to deal with for the rest of their life and things like that. But I do think now we have a lot more programs out there to help.
Yeah, they have a lot
folks.
more support.
And
a
you've
lot
got
more.
local ones. I mean, you've got like Bonfire Ranch.
Mhm.
They kind of specialize in that for veterans and first responders. You have the place over in Lincoln, which is, I've already forgotten the name of it, but it's like, in the end, it's going to be like a whole community where they house you, they help you recover, they help get you the medical you need, whatever you need, basically. And that is, we need more things like that.
Yeah.
There are a lot of veteran outreach programs that a lot of folks don't even know about. And one great resource here locally is your extension office.
Yeah.
You go there, they have veterans outreach in their extension office. A guy that I worked with, Greg, oh gosh, I can't think of his last name, but he's kind of over that whole veteran extension thing and outreach. They do a lot of different things. They offer a lot of different resources
Yeah.
for
have
things
a lot
that
of
you may
resources
need.
for
Yeah,
this.
a lot of resources. So if you know anybody that needs assistance or help, you can definitely reach out to your extension office. And you have a Veterans Affairs office right here. Not what was on, what is that, 6th Street?
Not
Turn
sure.
off the 6th. They have one here locally, and they have other things too. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah. They have a lot more resources now than they used to.
for sure. But I think my favorite is the Bonfire, and because
Yeah.
they use it more as a learning, teaching, come together type of thing. It's, sometimes you just need that tranquility and that peace to keep your head from talking at you. You just need to be able to disengage and have that peace. And I think horses, especially, in that kind of setting is the best way to do that. So yeah, that was the Army, and we will do Navy next. We're going to talk about some stuff we found. I saw this story over the weekend, I think. So it was on November the 8th. A young high school cheerleader was found dead while on a Carnival cruise ship. It says it was a cruise ship, Horizon. It was going from Miami to the Caribbean on Saturday, November the 8th. The teen's family has confirmed her death, but no details have been released.
Right.
It's like
Yeah.
it is. So there is obviously something happened. The FBI has opened up an investigation. They says that it says here she was planning on joining the military after graduating from Temple Christian School in May. It doesn't say whether the family was on the ship with her. It doesn't say
There's not
anything.
much information.
It's like, here's a story, figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I cannot stand that. Do not leave me to my own devices, because I will have everybody in on it before it's over with.
Well, they get you in, then they start feeding a little bit, feeding a little bit, feeding a little bit.
I mean, there's absolutely nothing that says what could have happened.
Well, I think the cruise line's kind of keeping it under hat for now.
You think so?
Yeah. I'm sure the news will have to come out. I mean, the police or FBI will have to come out with some information.
Well, if the FBI is involved, that means it wasn't natural causes. So I'm just going to go ahead and say
Possibly,
that off the bat.
Yeah, more than likely.
Huh?
More than likely, it looks a little suspicious. But I believe they turned the ship around and come back, right?
Yeah, they did. They absolutely did. As they should have.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just keep going. I mean, you can, but
Yeah.
it's bad juju.
Well, with a situation where they think it's, not natural causes, I think that's when they would do that. If it were natural causes, they may be like, let's go.
Come get her. We're on our way, kind of thing. They're not going to do
Yeah.
that here. Pretty girl. I hate to see stuff like that. Definitely something up with that.
Yeah.
That's a second death just in a short period of time on a cruise ship. Cruise ships are getting a bad rap right now.
Well, I think once again, I'm going to go back to the same thing with airplane crashes and everything else. The media tends to get focused on one thing, and then they keep going over it and over it and over it and driving it home. So you think, oh, cruise ships are not safe. Probably nothing's changed. Probably the deaths are the normal, amount of deaths for a cruise ship, because people die for all sorts of,
right.
different reasons.
Mm-hmm. Well, they had that one we talked about last week, the lady that drank too much and fell overboard.
Yeah.
And, they're like, she was overserved. No, she overindulged.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm.
If that happened to me, I would not want my family to blame anybody but me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't blame the bartender. Don't blame the bar. I was there. I knew exactly what I was doing. I might have been under the influence, but I still was the one that made the choice.
Yeah.
They have too many people to keep up with, especially when you are super busy and you have 3 or 4 different bartenders and you're just trying to ring up somebody, especially if they're paying cash as they go.
Right.
It's hard to keep up with,
Yeah.
Now, in this instance, obviously, they had to pull up her account because that's the way it works. But, I mean, it's not, to me, they shouldn't be the ones to have to babysit somebody.
No, because somebody's going to get upset, too, when you cut them off. You got to make a decision based on looking at somebody,
Yeah.
And so they have
So, I mean, and a lot of people may disagree with me on that, and especially, if you've ever lost somebody to a drunk driver or something like that, you want to blame the establishment. But the blame has to go on the person.
Right.
I'm sorry. That's just the way I feel about it. And it's okay if you have a difference of opinion on it with me, but that's just the way I feel. Yeah. And I think that it is too easy for us in this society blame everybody but where it goes.
Oh, yeah. We always want to blame somebody else.
Self-accountability.
Somebody else. And, you've always got somebody waiting there trying to figure out a way to make money off this.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. It is 7:45. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we will talk about the Navy. In the Navy, which is what my grandparents were, my dad. Lots of my family in the Navy. We'll talk about that when we come back. So y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Andy broadcasting live from the Clinton Tractor Studio. We'll be right back.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
We are back. The time is 7:48. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Beach Radio. Therese and Andy broadcasting live and in shock at what the temperature is right now.
Saying 28 degrees.
28 degrees. Wow. I wanted fall. I didn't want hard winter. I just want, let's let that be known first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Eek.
Got fall plus.
Mm-hmm. I wore this green sweater today, and when I got halfway here, I was like, I don't remember if I wore this sweater after we moved in here, because it was like February, March, but we didn't use the green screen until later when we had the background, because we had the sign hanging up right here. And I couldn't remember, and I was like, well, it's too late now. I have a T-shirt if I need to change it to it. So luckily it's fine. I guess the darker green is okay. It's the green that's too similar to this one. Yeah, like let's see what happens with, see, look at my lotion. It has that green, and it looks kind of weird. It looks more yellow on there. Huh, pretty neat. All right. It's Veterans Day, y'all. Remind you, there is going to be a Veterans Day program today at First Baptist Church in Clanton. It starts at 11 a.m., and it's going to be in their fellowship hall. So if you want to take your lunch and be a part of that, you can. There will be a Veterans Day parade down. I think Montgomery has one.
Do they?
I think. I'm pretty sure they do. Let's see. I'm gonna double check.
Birmingham has one.
Day parades near me. Okay, I know there's one downtown Birmingham. That's the largest one. Yep, closer to me. Just want me to pick all these things. So the one in Birmingham, it starts at 1:00. Do you know how many years this parade has been going on?
It's a long time.
78 years.
Really?
This is the 78th one. Let's see. Montgomery does have one. It'll be It doesn't say what time.
And Birmingham's also probably the official original
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Veterans Day celebration.
They used to televise it. I don't know if they do anymore because we would sometimes we would go. If it was raining, though, we didn't.
Yeah.
And we would watch, and I would look for my daddy on TV.
Yeah.
And there was a couple times I found him and a couple times I couldn't.
Yeah.
But, Montgomery's having one. Auburn, Selma is having one. Those are kind of the close. Well, Auburn's not really close, but it's not far either. Yeah. Let's see. It says in Mobile, it starts at 11. And then they'll do a flag raising ceremony at Battleship Memorial Park. And then there's a parade in Pritchard at 2.
Oh, cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I love that they're doing all that. Like when I was in St. Clair County, they always did a big Veterans Day program out in front of the courthouse. They had like a little green grassy area that had some monuments and stuff, and they would have all the flags, and all the veterans would come, and we'd sit them down and they would speak, and and I went every time I went, I walked through and I shook every single veteran's hand and thanked them for their service.
Cool.
And I think that is so important.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Especially the older ones, because when they came home, especially the ones from Vietnam, they got zero.
Yeah.
They got spit on. They got booed. Stuff thrown at them. And people don't understand that if we don't have people like our veterans to take the reins in situations, people will come over here and take over. You have to have, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there are times we probably put our nose where it didn't belong, but still, you don't want other countries coming over here and taking over because we have no national defense.
Yeah.
So, so that's it.
Those Vietnam guys were a tough bunch, though.
They were. A lot of those guys that fought, too, could lie about their age. You had 15 and 16-year-olds fighting a war as children.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sad to me. But that, they wanted to serve, and they wanted to do it, and they wanted to do it bad enough. They were like...
They were pretty, like I said, pretty manly bunch back then from,
Yep.
coming up on family farms and then going to to Vietnam, dealing with everything they dealt with over there.
That's true. This past October, the United States Navy celebrated an impressive 241 years of history. Let's see. It was actually formed on October 13th, 1775, 6 months after the start of the Revolutionary War. It was disbanded after the war in 1785. We went without a Navy for 9 years. And so that made us what? Sitting ducks is what it made us. For pirates and who knows what else. So under the Naval Act of 1794, our country's Navy was resurrected and renamed the United States Navy. The U.S. Navy is the largest in the world. We have 323,000 active duty and 109,000 personnel. It's the world's largest in terms of manpower. We also have an impressive fleet with 288 battle force ships, 10 aircraft carriers, 9 amphibious assault ships, 22 cruisers, 62 destroyers, 17 frigates. Oh, that doesn't sound like a nice name. 72 submarines and 3,700 aircraft. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I did not know this stuff because I did not pay attention. 6 presidents has served in the U.S. Navy during World War II. John F. Kennedy, Lyndon B. Johnson, Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter, and George H. Bush. They all served in the Navy during World War II. And in fact, every president from 1961 to 1993, except for Ronald Reagan, was a Navy veteran. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
We also operate nearly every major body of water around the globe: the Pacific, Atlantic, and Indian Oceans, the Mediterranean, the Persian Gulf, the Horn of Africa, and we also deploy ships to Europe, Japan, and the Persian Gulf. And here's the little tidbit too. NCIS is more than just a TV show. The Naval Criminal Investigative Service is the primary law enforcement agency of the United States Department of the Navy. This team of investigators has about 1,200 special agents, 900 civilian professionals, and over 200 military members that operate from 140 locations around the world. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Did not know any of that.
A
Interesting.
lot of information there you got.
That is,
today.
I know. I'm a plethora of info. How about that? All from Google. I didn't know any. I wasn't going to know any of this. And I expanded a little bit more on the Navy because my family's they're Navy dudes.
Close to home.
The rest of them really don't have a lot of info surrounding them, except for the Marines. And Bill talked about the Marines yesterday in great length. Yesterday was the Marines' birthday. They were, let's see, they started on November 10th, 1775. And the Marines, they are actually a branch off of the Navy, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I believe. Let's see if I can. I want to say they were. They have been nicknamed the Devil Dogs. And in World War II, they played a crucial role in the Pacific War. And they were the ones that famously raised the flag on Iwo Jima. I'm trying to read some more stuff. Let's see here. He's going to come in here and interrupt my monologue. I know, like, the Marines are supposed to be like, they're like the hoorah, semper fi, the elite, toughest of the tough.
Yeah, they're fighting forces. Yeah,
I think they're what do you call it? Their boot camp is probably a little more intense than some of the others. If my friend Jimmy was in the Marines, if he's listening, he can hopefully he'll chime in and tell me.
Well, they were initially formed as the infantry to the Navy.
Yeah,
They were the fighting. I mean, the hands-on combat. You know, fighting portion of the Navy initially. They've kind of separated since then.
When you say I'm a Marine, when somebody says I'm a Marine, people go, they just automatically, they're like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, the other branches are.
Yeah, you're just a fighting machine. Is what you think of when you think of the Marines. You think they're,
Somebody says
this
Marine.
is tough guy.
Yeah, Marines are just considered the tough guys.
Yeah, they are. They have a reputation, probably rightfully so.
Yeah, I do. I think you have to be tough regardless to be in the military at all.
Yeah.
But I think for the Marines, it's a step to the above.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. They're, like I said, when it comes to fighting forces, they're they're kind of the guys there.
Yep. We're gonna remind you at 8:30 we're gonna have some special guests come in. We're gonna have Johnny Vale, John Carr, and Guy Posey. They are veterans, and we're gonna have them come and talk about their experiences. And Vicky from the
Gardens
is what they call it, the Gardens.
The Gardens
because
of
I don't know if
Clanton?
it's the Gardens of Clanton or the Clanton Gardens. I get it mixed up, so I'm just gonna say the Gardens.
Yeah,
She
that covers
will
it.
She will be bringing those gentlemen in to talk with us today. I'm excited about that. I love to hear war stories. They're interesting. Yep. It's 8:00 on the dot. So when we come back, we will go over some other branches of the military. We got the Air Force, we've got
Coast
Space
Guard.
Force, and the Coast Guard. There used to be just 4 branches.
Now there's more.
Now there's 2 more.
And then we added Space Force. Cool.
Yep. Which I'm not sure about that one yet. Don't really know much about the Space Force at all. But we'll talk about it when we come back. Y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Andy broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. We'll be right back.
Universal Heights Academy is now enrolling for the following programs: aesthetics, manicurist, waxing, cosmetology, barbering, and the instructor crossover program. We are offering small class sizes for more personalized instruction. Hybrid and online classes are also available. Find us on Facebook or visit uhaway.com for more information on our discounted enrollment rates. Your rewarding career starts with Universal Heights Academy.
Are you tired of big box stores where you're just another number? You deserve better. Furniture that's built to last from people who treat you like family. At Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, we do things differently. As an employee-owned company, we take pride in personal service. We'll listen to what you need and help you find the perfect piece for your home from trusted, top-notch name brand. Whether it's a cozy sofa for movie nights, a dining set built for real life, or a recliner that melts the stress away, we've got you covered. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, where you're not just a customer, you're family. Workout Anytime in Clanton is now open. Your fitness, your schedule. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our sauna. Recharge with red light therapy. Refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Workout Anytime, now open in Clanton.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
We are back. The time is 8:04. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Andy broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studios. We've been going over the different branches of our armed forces. So far, we've done Army, Navy, and Marines.
Yeah.
Air Force.
Yeah.
I didn't have any family in the Air Force, but they are the... See, here's the thing. The Air Force, they operate, obviously, aircraft, but the Navy does too.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you may not know, I wouldn't know which one's which unless it's labeled, like this is an Air Force helicopter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I think they would probably
Mhm.
do probably more planes, but
Yeah, Air Force primary aviation type.
the Air Force actually did not begin until 1907.
Hmm.
So while we had other branches of the government as early as the 1700s, 1907 was when we actually became or had the Air Force. It says the Air Force began in 1907 with the establishment of the Aeronautical Division of the U.S. Army Signal Corps, evolving through the Air Service, the Air Corps, and the Army Air Forces, before officially becoming a separate branch in 1947. So this was that's the year my mom was born, in 1947. So the key milestones include the first flight by the Wright brothers in 1903, the creation of the first operational flying unit in 1913, the significant role played during World War II, and advancements in technology during the Cold War. Let's see. In 1918, the Air Service is created in response to World War I, with the U.S. Army Air Forces being established as a separate branch within the Army in 1941. Let's see here. What else does it say? In 1947, the National Security Act of 1947 establishes the Department of the Air Force and the U.S. Air Force as separate independent branch of the military on September 18th, 1947. The Air Force played a decisive role in every major Pacific battle and became a dominant global weapon. Woo! They were dominant. Strategic bombing was perfected, and the use of atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, thank you, ended the war.
Just here to help with those words.
In the Vietnam War, the Air Force introduced a new fighter jet, such as the F-15 Eagle, to respond to new and emerging threats. And in here, we all know about this, the Tuskegee Airmen.
Mm-hmm.
They had the first African-American military aviators were formed in 1941, serving with distinction in the World War II. We had women Air Force service pilots, the WASPs.
Mm-hmm.
Women began flying for the military in 1942 as the WASPs. In the integration in 1948, the Air Force began the process of integrating all races into its ranks, as it should.
Mm-hmm. That's all cool. I mean, the Tuskegee Airmen from here,
Yep.
The WASP, because you don't hear any much about the WASP. You hear a lot about Tuskegee Airmen.
That's true.
But
you don't really hear a lot about the WASPs.
Had the women flying the airplanes then. I think that's really neat.
And Rosie Riveters, were they Navy or were they Air Force?
I don't know. They just built airplanes. I don't know if they were private or a part of the military or what.
No,
They actually went to, everybody had to move into the manufacturing and help out during that. So,
yeah.
They converted a lot of manufacturers over to build things.
I know that my kid's great aunt was a riveter.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the Navy, I think.
Okay.
Their aunt, I swear my brain has gone away. Their great aunt. Her last name was Vandegraft. She, Granny Jean.
Mm-hmm.
She would talk about it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think she loved it when people asked her
those
questions.
would be interesting stories to hear and know. You know what else the Air Force is also famous for?
What?
Air Force One.
Oh,
the presidential airplane. Yeah.
Yeah, Air Force One, of course.
Mm-hmm.
What was I thinking?
Yeah. And then they've got Marine One, which is the Marine helicopter, that the president flies on, but Air Force One they come up through the Air Force, and that's how you get that privileged job,
True. Very true.
We actually had a guy from Billingsley, Alabama that graduated close to the time of me, and he flew Air Force One.
Really?
Yeah, really cool.
How neat.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, there's a lot of actual kind of famous. I say famous war
Yeah,
type
notable.
military
yeah.
people, notable military people from Chilton County.
Oh, yeah.
I see it all the time, like in different stories
Oh, yeah.
especially these online stories that you see.
At least these country
it's
people
interesting.
believe in their country.
That's true.
It's
very true.
They're patriots. Patriots become veterans.
I like that. I like you saying that. It's patriots. I love it. This weekend, I got to remind everybody about an event this weekend. Caffey Cattle is going to have their fall market. This Saturday from 9 until 2. They are bringing you the very best of Chilton County all in one place. Every single item that they're going to have, they're going to have different booths, different vendors, is going to be farm to table fresh, handmade with care, or truly homemade. So please go out and see the folks at Caffey Cattle for their fall market. We need to support our local farmers and growers and artisans. Absolutely. It's like something Bill said yesterday. That it really bothered me because he was talking about how now that that China is not getting their cotton from here, that the cotton farmers are not there's cotton and something else. He said soybeans. They're not getting that from here anymore, and it's costing more for the equipment and to produce the cotton because they're still getting paid on their cotton like it was the 70s.
Yeah. So cotton demand, cotton prices are down, and that that all ties into textiles, and when we let our textile industry leave here and go overseas,
and we're not using as much cotton. We're using more synthetic fibers.
Synthetic fibers.
Ricky says, "Did you go to the library and get all this information?" I went to the Google library and got all this information, Ricky, because I did not know. I don't know, a tenth of this. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I knew something about the Veterans Day thing being the biggest one that Birmingham's was the largest one, and I'm glad they're going to have it today. It's not going to rain, but it's going to be cold, so you're probably going to want to bundle up.
When?
Today.
Oh.
For the Veterans Day parade.
Did you say it's supposed to rain?
No, I said it's not.
Oh, okay. I was going to wait. I heard that wrong. Yeah.
It's going to be It's going to be cool.
It's going to be a little chilly,
A little chilly. Mm-hmm. If that wind's blowing like it did yesterday, I was over getting lunch, and I looked up. I was about to get in my car, and there was dust just blowing across the road. It looked like a dust storm. It was wild. Hubby said my tree went down 3 times yesterday. I had a tree on my porch, and I even had I had a concrete angel that my mom had given me, and so the base of it is just this flat piece, and then it looks like a real tree. It has looks like real bark and everything coming off of it. So I put the concrete angel on the base of the tree. And hubby said not only did it knock the tree over, it knocked my concrete angel over because that's how hard it was blowing yesterday. So
it was breezy. It was terrible stuff.
It was really breezy. But anyway, yes, y'all be sure and go see the folks at Caffey Cattle this weekend. It's going to be at their farm there. It's in Maplesville.
Yeah, it's in the Isabella community.
Okay. So y'all be sure and go.
It's going to be warmer.
Yes, it's actually going to be in the 70s, I think, on Saturday.
I don't know if it'll get that much, but it's going to be warmer. Anything's warmer than this.
It's pretty chilly. You're not kidding. It's very, very chilly. Did you see where there's an Alabaster guy? I swear, people just do stuff. Arrested this guy for burglary, but he was burglarizing certain homes. And he was burglarizing the homes of people who had just recently passed away. He was going in there and just taking their stuff.
Yeah.
What in the world? Who does something like that?
Just a fine quality guy like that guy, I guess. He's just reading through the, information. Nothing's safe anymore. I mean, these guys get creative. It's like, well, probably nobody home there. Let me go,
His name is Peter Michael. I can't say his last name. He was arrested on Sunday during a traffic stop and booked into the Shelby County Jail on burglary charges. This is his second arrest for the same type of crime in 3 months.
He's just brazen about it. I mean, he just keeps on,
I mean, he was taking earrings, heirlooms, all kinds of stuff out of their houses. I guess he was looking at the opiates or something.
That's what I figured. I mean, he's, getting all this information you can gather and then taking advantage of the situation, which is terrible.
Yeah, they're saying they're trying to recover some of the stolen items. Well, you probably won't. They might be at some pawn shops. They might be able to recover some of it. But, I mean, gosh almighty. People, we got to do better. I know that's like a term you hear all the time, do better. But seriously, we have to. This is ridiculousness. Oh, okay. So now we got to talk about, we got Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Space Force.
Yeah. Newest branch of the government.
It's the newest one. It was formed in 2019.
Right.
And it is to protect the United States and allied interest in space, and is responsible for military space operations, which I don't exactly know what that means. Organizing, training, and equipping space-based forces to provide global mission operations, satellite communications, and missile warning systems. Okay, that makes sense. Personnel are known as Guardians, and the service is organized under the Department of the Air Force. Okay, so it's a part of the Air Force. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And think about this. I mean, we got all these satellites out there. Somebody's got to protect our interests there.
Yeah.
Because they take our satellites out, they've pretty much taken us down. Crippled us.
Yeah. It says it conducts surveillance and renaissance operations.
Reconnaissance.
That word.
Yeah.
To protect and defend the United States and allied interests in the space domain. That does make sense. Yeah. It is the 6th branch of the U.S. Armed Forces and the 8th uniformed in service. As of 2024, it has over 14,000 military and civilian guardians, with plans to expand even further. That's what it says.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're expanding it now. They're recruiting,
That's a lot of folks.
Oh, it is.
And then we'll wrap it up with our Coast Guard.
Yes.
My daughter was going to go in the Coast Guard. She went into the Army. She got injured during basic training and came home and said, never mind. I'll pass. Hard pass on the military. It's the Coast Guard is a military service focused on, what's that word?
Yeah. Maritime law?
Maritime law. I want to make sure it wasn't some kind of fancy.
Yeah.
Law enforcement, search and rescue, and national defense. And I guess it's the Coast Guard, along with maybe, I don't know about the Navy, but are doing all those drug blowing up.
The drone, that's probably the Navy, because the Coast
think?
Guard, the Coast Guard pretty much protects our borders around the U.S.
Okay. Maybe they alert them.
I mean, they travel around, but they're more interested in,
Okay, so their well-known mission is rescuing distressed people at sea. It safeguards marine resources and the environment. They perform functions like ice breaking, preventing drug interdiction, and leading in national emergencies.
Yeah, and they do work with the drug, like you said.
Yeah.
But they're probably catching them closer to the border.
Okay, it is considered a military branch, so.
It is a military branch. It's pretty cool.
But they don't fight. I don't think they fight. They don't.
Well, if somebody were to
front
come
line
onto
or
our
anything.
waters, they protect, and they, like I said, they catch a lot of boats. Because, you leave the coast of, you get so many miles off the coast of like Orange Beach. Then you hit international waters. Well, pretty much
Yeah, that's
anybody can
true.
be out there, and then when they come back into our waters,
And if
they
you
fall
do
under.
that, you gotta have some splaining to do if
Yeah.
you cross over into.
Well, you can go into international waters. You can go out there and fish or do whatever you want to, but some people take advantage of the different, freedoms and things you have out there in international waters, but you have to come back to the coast somehow. So they handle the area between there and the coast. A lot of that.
Yeah. Did you see the story about a bus that was carrying some teens and adults from a church camp in Southern California? The bus lost control, tipped over onto its side while they were on the way down a winding mountain road. It sent 20 people to the hospital. Oh my gosh. That is not a spill I would want to take, coming down a mountain in a bus.
No.
That's like stuff you see in movies.
Yeah.
You don't really think that's going to happen. I wonder how it happened.
Probably right off the road.
It
Gravity
said the bus
took
began to
place.
shake and swerve and then rocked to its side before toppling over.
Oh, it must have had a flat or something. Anything could have happened. I'm just glad there's some people in Southern California going to church.
Yeah, true. It had 36 people on the bus, and it was about 70 miles northeast of Los Angeles. Very, very curvy
Oh, yeah, there's some
And
curvy,
cliffside
winding roads.
area.
Yeah, it's a nice drive through
The
there.
elevation, 6,100 feet.
Oh, they were up there. They were on a hill. Yeah.
They was on that hill.
Yeah, that was a big hill.
On that hill. They're making fun of how I say heel.
Yeah.
2 syllable. Heel. I actually put 3 in there, don't I? Heel. Yeah, I say it that way. 26 patients, 3 with major injuries. And it says about 125 people, including teens, staff, and volunteers from Our Lady of Something Catholic Church in Santa Ana participated in the event, and they were headed home in several vans and the bus that was involved in the accident. One girl had just dozed off and was going to sleep when the crash happened. I bet that scared the mess
Oh,
out
that's
of
a
her.
wake up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hate that. I'm glad only 3 people were seriously injured, and I hope they are going to be okay. But I cannot imagine. I wouldn't want to crawl down a hill like that in a bus. Oh, what's this?
So these are
Our
guests.
photos from the.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! Look at here. Okay, we'll show these when. Oh. So we got the navy. I'm not sure what that one is. I can't tell. Okay, I know I can see navy. I don't know about the others though. All right, we'll hold those up. Let them hold them up. That's neat. I'm glad they brought those. I didn't even think to tell them to do that. All right, you want to go ahead and take a break and get them in here? Okay, so we're going to take a break. We're going to get our guests set up. Again, we're going to have Johnny Vale, John Carr, and Guy Posey. They are veterans, and we are going to speak with them about their service, their time in the military, and we're going to give them a standing ovation, too. I am, anyway. So y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Andy broadcasting live from the Clinton Tractor Studio. We'll be right back.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination, coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Universal Heights Academy is now enrolling for the following programs: aesthetics, manicurist, waxing, cosmetology, barbering, and the instructor crossover program. We are offering small class sizes for more personalized instruction. Hybrid and online classes are also available. Find us on Facebook or visit uhaway.com for more information on our discounted enrollment rates. Your rewarding career starts with Universal Heights Academy.
Are you tired of big box stores where you're just another number? You deserve better. Furniture that's built to last from people who treat you like family. At Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, we do things differently. As an employee-owned company, we take pride in personal service. We'll listen to what you need and help you find the perfect piece for your home from trusted, top-notch name brand. Whether it's a cozy sofa for movie nights, a dining set built for real life, or a recliner that melts the stress away, we've got you covered. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, where you're not just a customer, you're family. We are back. The time is 8:29. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. I have myself, Therese. I have Miss Vicky from, is it the Gardens? The Gardens at Clanton. And we have a very special guest here. We got three in here, but right here with me, I have Mr. Johnny Varden, and he was a Marine. Still is a Marine, because once you are in the service, you are always okay. Okay, there we go. We didn't have Vicky's mic on. Okay. You're always a Marine. So Mr. Varden, when did you join the Marines? How old were you?
Well, I probably around 18. Just 2 or 3 days out of high school, I was in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, Marine Corps.
Oh, wow.
So I went right after I graduated, 2 or 3 days.
Did you always plan to do that? Did you say, I want to serve my country, I want to go? Or was there
I always had it back of my mind, yes, I did. At the time, it was, 1964. There wasn't a lot of jobs. There wasn't much out there. So I thought it'd be a pretty good choice. It turned out I was right, except for
How long did you serve? How long?
4 years.
4 years. It was tough, I bet. I think back then, especially with drill sergeants, we were just talking about that. They were rough on y'all, weren't they? Especially the Marines.
Nobody had ever slapped me around but Daddy. So I got the Marine Corps. And then all of a sudden I had 3 drills started slapping me around,
Yeah.
telling me how sorry I was. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So were you you were in the service, but were you also on the front line too? Did you experience any wartime or anything?
I did. I went to Dominican Republic when we had that little 2-week squabble down there, and then I spent a tour in Vietnam.
Oh gosh, that was rough. When y'all got back home from Vietnam, they were not very nice to you.
Well, I was lucky. My time was up when I got back, so I went home from California in civilian clothes, and nobody ever knew the difference.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to have been proud. Wouldn't that way?
Well, we're proud of you.
Very proud.
We're proud of you. And I hate that our military did not get the accolades and the recognition that they deserved back then. I am glad that we do it now.
Yes.
But definitely back then, you deserved it then. And so I hope that as civilians that you get that tenfold now. Do you find that more people are like, thank you for your service a lot more? And do you get a little bit of that now?
Get some of that now, especially if they know I don't advertise it. Just what it is. I served. I'm proud of it.
Now, did you go in the military with like a career, hopefully, in mind? And did you follow that out of the military, or were you just in and then you just figured it out when you got back?
I went in under a program to go to the mechanic school.
Okay,
And that's what I've always done.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, did they have like the benefits now where you had like the VA loans and things like that back then, or was that something that you were able
they
to?
pretty well always had the VA loan. I think hadn't they, John? As far as long as I've ever known, they've had the VA loans. There's a lot of benefits. A lot of people don't take advantage of them, but the VA loan is one of the better benefits you can have.
I think there's a lot of things out there that people that they don't. A lot of times they haven't done a good job of letting you know what the resources are. But I think they do a better job of it now. I was saying that the extension office here. They have a veterans part of the extension office, and then you have your Veterans Affair here too. I think they do a pretty good job of
They do
outreach and things like that.
So I've had the attitude that I had. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
I was going to say, with the gardens, when the veterans come in, they can also have their monies from a veteran. You can, apply for that when you're coming in.
Oh,
And
okay.
that money helps you stay at assisted living. So you get, the aid and attendance and get that to help you benefit from your stay at assisted living, which is great benefits.
It is.
That's
It is
awesome.
good benefit.
And he
They-
receives them. I think all 3 of my residents, my men, they receive. And I have some women that are receiving from their husbands,
Oh, okay.
which is good.
Yeah, the medical part is real good. I still go to the VA clinic in Montgomery anytime for checkups and stuff like that. Free. That's good.
Well, I'm glad, and they should.
And their medication and everything.
They should
It's
do that.
Very good.
As far as I'm concerned, I think our veterans are our elite, and I think they should take care of all of you, whatever the cost, personally. I'm absolutely loving this picture.
Yes.
Look at him. He was just a baby. He was just a baby. 18-year-old fresh-faced kid with a head full of hair. My God. And look, you're in uniform with that head full of hair. They didn't make you
Yes.
shave it off back then?
Makes you wonder what happened.
I'll tell you what, I probably, out of the Marine Corps, I probably was sent to the barber shop more than anybody.
Oh, I bet.
He's got beautiful
I
hair.
remember one day I was sent back 5 times.
It's too long. It's too
And I
long.
still wound up with a head full of hair.
He likes it, his hair.
I love
So
it.
pretty.
Oh, goodness.
Never liked my hair cut short. And
Just
Marine
did-
Corps and me had different thoughts on it.
And you couldn't have facial hair then either. Now they at least let you have a little bit, but
You could have a little bit now, but back then, you could have a mustache is okay, because a lot of them did, but a beard's a no-no.
yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Are there any movies that you watch that you say, okay, this is a pretty good depiction of life in the military, or do you really feel like they take too many liberties?
Personally, I don't watch anything from Vietnam.
Well, I
He
wouldn't
gets
blame you.
upset.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I had to be absolutely traumatic.
Well, one thing, sometimes it's too real, and then sometimes it's not real enough. So
Yeah.
don't watch it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your service. Thank you for coming and sitting down with us and talking about it. I know it's a tough thing sometimes to talk about, but I want you to know that Piper Peach and the folks that watch, we really appreciate you. And thank you for your sacrifice and your service. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have, in the Navy, Mr. John Carr is going to sit with us, and we're going to talk with him a little bit. So y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Workout Anytime in Clanton is now open. Your fitness, your schedule. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our sauna. Recharge with red light therapy. Refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Workout Anytime, now open in Clanton.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience.
We are back. The time is 8:40. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Therese Hannon here with you. I got Miss Vicki Mosley from the Gardens, and we've got Mr. Johnny Carr.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on with us this morning. Look at his picture. Him was a baby too.
Yes.
Oh my God! And see, my grandfather, he was in the Navy, and his picture is the same exact
Really?
way. Yes, he's got his little. I call it the Popeye hat.
Yes.
Mr. Carr, tell us about the Navy. Did you say you joined when you were 17?
Yes, I did.
Was there an age limit then, or did you have to fib it?
Yeah, you had to be 17.
Okay, you did. All right.
And then my dad had to sign.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And were they okay with that, or did they not want you to do it?
Yeah.
They was ready to get you out of the house.
Yeah.
He was eating them out of house and home probably at 17. So you went in. Was that something you wanted to do, or did your parents encourage that?
No, I wanted to go.
You wanted to do it.
Yeah, and the 50s wasn't very exciting.
Not as
So
exciting as
I
they make it
needed
out to be.
something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what was your first ship that you were on?
Oh, I was on a destroyer, and our home port was Hawaii.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And we'd stay in Hawaii 6 months, and then we'd go to Korea or Japan for 6 months or longer. And then we'd go back and spend about 3 months. And then you knew when you was going overseas, you get all those shots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet.
We got shots that you never even heard of.
Did you have a reaction to any of them?
Uh-uh.
No? Okay.
I had a reaction. That's so ass. Have you ever had a gamma goblin shot? They look more like your little finger.
Oh, man. Oh, Mr. Varden. He's had a sore behind, he said. Okay. So what was your first, I guess, wartime type experience?
Oh, about every time when we was on Korea, we was either getting shot at or shooting at them. So
Yeah.
if we'd get in close to the shore, well, then they'd start firing at us.
Wow.
And then a lot of times they was turning these mines loose in the river, and they'd float out into the ocean. Well, you had to sink those things, or, if a ship hits them, why, they'd blow up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Scary time. What year did you go in?
51.
And how long were you in?
Huh?
How long did you stay in the Navy?
4 years.
4 years? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever think about extending it? Or when you got out, you were like, I'm done?
When I got out, I thought about going back in.
Did
but
you?
I didn't.
You didn't do it.
No.
And what was your trade that you were being trained in? Anything specific?
Oh, I was a gunner's mate.
Okay.
And 5-inch guns, and then we had 3-inch guns.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
And we had we had torpedoes and mines that we dropped a lot of times.
Oh, wow.
We did a lot of in the Tewan Straits.
Yeah.
We patrolled in that a lot, and we had mines that they had radar that you could pick up if there's a submarine in the water around you.
Oh. Now, my grandpa, he did, he was in the Navy. I don't really know exactly what he did. I should have listened a little closer when he talked to me about it. But he would do Morse code all the time. Did you have to learn that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does everybody in the Navy have to learn that pretty much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He would talk to me in Morse code, and then he would decipher it for
Morse
me and
code.
tell me what they were saying. I always thought that was the neatest thing.
Yeah.
And my daddy was in the Navy as well. I don't know what I think his was telecommunications of some sort, because that's what he ended up going into.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did his 4 years, and then he stayed in the reserves. Did you stay in the reserves too, or just completely out? You did?
You was automatically in the reserve
Oh,
for
really?
so long after I got out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So if they needed to call you back,
Yeah,
they had the obligation to, or the opportunity
Yeah.
to. Yeah. Did y'all get letters? Did you get care packages? Any of that
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
got sent to you?
They might be pretty late.
Yeah. Especially
'Cause,
when you're
we
leaving and going to
wasn't in-
Korea. Yeah.
We wasn't in harbor very often, so most of the time just out at sea.
Do you still enjoy this, like being at the ocean or any of that, or is that just a bad memory time and just don't prefer it?
It was just what it is.
Yeah.
I can say that we took them to the beach, and he would get up every morning. We was there for like 3 days, and I was like, "Where is Mr. John?" And I looked down. He was walking the beach.
Oh, wow.
So I'd get up and go down there and walk with him. He said that's it reminded him. It would bring memories back.
Yeah, it's
So,
probably a little more peaceful though.
yes.
Yeah.
Very much.
I would think. I
But
love
he enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we sure appreciate your service. Thank you for coming on today.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's what it is.
Yeah, that's true. But I like I was saying, with Mr. Varden, I really feel like it's just been, later years, 80s and past, that people really started embracing our military for what they do,
Yeah.
and appreciating it.
Yeah.
More so now, probably after 9/11 than any other time. But, I just want you to know, from me personally, I do appreciate the sacrifice, because there's a lot of folks that tried to dodge it, and were, they had drafts and things like that. They did everything they could to keep from going. And then you've got folks like you and Mr. Varden who just say, I want to do it.
Yeah.
I want to serve my country.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't have the freedoms that we have now if it wasn't
Yeah, that's true.
for you men and women. All right, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to have Mr. Guy Posey. And then we will have Miss Deborah is going to talk about the event today that y'all are having.
Yes, she's our activities director, and she's going to talk about our event. But I just want to say I love our veterans, and they are so special to the Gardens of Clanton. They mean the world to us. And we not only celebrate on Veterans Day, but every day we celebrate.
Yes,
our men.
as we should. Absolutely. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will talk with Mr. Guy Posey. So y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio.
It's your kitchen, Miss Deborah. You come in.
Way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next next destination coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recovery. 217-1984.
We are back to Thomas Hugh of the Marines here. He was posing. I mean, what was you posing for?
Probably a girl.
I was going to say, it must have been a lady on the other end of that
I
camera.
just quit school, and they said, "How old are you?" And I said, "I'm 17."
How old were you?
18. I mean, 18. I was 16.
You told a fib.
Yeah. I wanted to go in.
You wanted to go in and you was afraid they wouldn't let you,
Yeah,
huh?
they
Yeah.
wouldn't.
Well, they wouldn't have. Yeah, for sure. So what made you choose the Marines? Is it because I said earlier, you know, when you say Marines, a lot of the people just immediately kind of straighten up because I don't know. All of our branches are important, but for some reason, when you say Marines, people just kind of think that they're a little tougher or a little more whatever. I don't know how to say it, but do you like in Mr. John Carr? Do y'all kind of have a little rivalry over who was the best as far as the which branch we were in?
No.
No?
Just one of them things. You pick one and you go in.
Go in and give it your all.
Yeah.
Now, what particular wars or battles did you participate in?
Well, I went to Vietnam, and they said, "You're going back home. Your sister's been killed." So I had to turn around
goodness.
and fly back, and she was going to school at Greenwood, and that morning, and then hit a tree, and her head was wedged in between the door and the back seat.
Oh my goodness!
And so it killed her. So then I didn't go back. I stayed in Marines in Birmingham for 12 years. But they never did know how I really was.
Yeah.
Because they asked me, and I told them I was 18, and so I made it.
You made it, yeah. You fooled them all. Now, did they ever figure out how old you really were?
No.
No. You just went on with it. You
Yeah.
just, I'm going to carry this one to my grave. Yeah, I don't blame you. I would too. So you were in the Marines, as what? Like in the reserve for 12 years, or how did that work?
Yeah.
In the reserve.
Reserve.
Yeah.
I come to Birmingham and come back to Birmingham, and that's where I lived, in Bessemer.
Oh,
So
okay.
I just stayed in Marine Reserve.
How long had you been enlisted when you found out about your sister?
I guess about 4 months.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry. When you're in the reserves, they make you go like bi-weekly, or was it every weekend thing? How did they make you do that back then?
Bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly.
Yeah.
I remember my dad had to do it bi-weekly, so I just wondered. I didn't know if it was the same all the way around. What was your favorite part about being a Marine?
Yeah.
It wasn't no favorite part.
Well, I didn't know if maybe that uniform got you some ladies, got the ladies' attention.
Well,
You know, women love a man in uniform.
I got
So-
married.
Still gets the ladies.
I got married when I was 16, and she was 13. And I worked for her daddy in Bessemer,
Uh-huh.
and he found out about it, and he asked me to come to his office. So I walked in there, and he had a pistol in his
Uh-oh.
legs. He said, "I'm gonna kill you, boy."
Oh, no.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
He didn't do it. Oh, my goodness. No, see, that right there. That's what got her, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So were you 16 or 17 in this picture? How old were you?
I was 17.
You were 17. He just, Mr. GQ, Mr. Flaunting it, yeah. And according to Vicky, you still do. Yeah, uh-huh.
The ladies love them.
They're always chasing him around.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, I can say that all three of my men are perfect gentlemen.
Yes, they
pull
are.
the chairs out for the ladies. They
Well, of
help them
course,
to
they're
their
in the
rooms.
military.
They are
Mhm.
perfect gentlemen, and their rooms are very clean.
My daddy was like that. He showed me how to make a bed, and I just scratched my head because I could never get it that perfect.
Yes.
He had the corners cut. He had everything, and he would always shine his shoes. That was always his. When it was time for drill, he was down there shining those shoes up. He said they had to. You couldn't have any marks. You had to be able to see your face in them, or he would get in trouble. So, I figure they're pretty strict on that kind of
They
thing.
are.
Yeah, yeah. Did you, when you went in the reserve, did you have like a career in mind? When you came back and had to do reserve, what did you do?
Nothing really. After I got my 12 years in, I went to work for a railroad, and I worked for 30 years on the railroad.
That's a tough
And-
job too.
Yeah, I run from Birmingham to Memphis. So I enjoyed that too.
Yeah, I've heard the railroad hours can be rough ones.
Yeah.
You're on a lot of calls and do a lot of different things
Yeah.
too as well. Well, thank you for your service. I
you.
appreciate you being here today. Your service and your sacrifice. I'm sorry about your sister, but we do appreciate you very much. And I
Thank you.
know I love it that Vicky had. The minute we called her yesterday, she just started flying off names. She's like, "Yep, I got them right here." So.
And then I had to call them, send out to their families to get everybody
On board with it, yeah.
I was like, yes, we're doing this.
Awesome. That's fantastic. All right, so y'all have an event today,
We are
Deborah. So what are y'all doing today?
We're having a ceremony to honor our veterans, and I thank each one of them for their service. They're three outstanding men, and they mean a lot to me. We're just having a service. We'll begin with the national anthem and the pledge, of course, and then Brother Oscar Mims, my pastor from Cane Creek Baptist, will be there to lead us in a prayer, and we also will have a penning service and hand out certificates. And that is from Southern Care Hospice. It was providing the pens and the
Okay.
certificates for us. And then we'll have just a brief history lesson on Veterans Day and the origin of the first Veterans Day parade, which I did not know until last year, originated in Birmingham.
It did.
And
And
it
it's the
still
largest.
goes on to this day. So that was a nice treat for me to learn that. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I'm originally from Alabama. I've lived away from here for several years, but Alabama's my home. And then we're at the end of the service, we'll recognize our three veterans just by asking them to stand and maybe tell us that their branch of service, which most of us already know, and where they served. And we will also recognize the wives of veterans.
Yeah, because that's something else. You know, your spouse, they're kind of in the military with you. They're just here worrying about, what's happening and
Right.
what's going on too. So, Yeah, it's a sacrifice for them as well. So, do y'all have any women at the gardens that had been in the military, or just the men?
Just the men, their wives, and we was talking about the pearl when it first came, when they started.
Oh, wow.
So she always gives us the story behind that, and she's got all the pictures. It's just amazing to hear.
Oh, wow.
Everything that went on with that.
That's fantastic.
I found that out also. Her husband, along with Raymond Weeks and another gentleman, helped coordinate that parade. So
Wow.
it came about because of those. I think there were 4 men. But I would like to say, because when I think of veterans, and I think back, especially the Vietnam era, and how the servicemen were treated when they came home, and it still saddens me to this day.
Oh, it makes me cry.
And when I think of a veteran, I just wrote down a few words that comes to mind, and their bravery, they're courageous, they're loyal, they're dedicated, they are disciplined, and they're honorable. And I think not only on Veterans Day should we honor our veterans, but every single day we should
Amen to
honor
that.
them. And when you see a veteran out in a restaurant, or a serviceman, I always thank them. I'll go over to their table and say, thank you for your service. And I think we should do that.
Well, and that goes a long way, too.
Yes,
when you
it
do
does.
that.
And, I just, if you don't mind, would like to read a scripture.
I would love
And
it.
This sums it all up to me. And it's John 15:13. And it says, "Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends." And that's what our veterans do when they sign up or when they go in. They are willing, they give it all. They're willing to lay down their life for their friends, and we are their friends. The American people are their friends. And I appreciate each and every one. You veterans out there listening, thank you, thank you, thank you for your service. And I honor you today and every day, and God bless you.
Amen to that. And that is going to do it for us on Morning Mayhem. Thank you again, Miss Vicki. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here today. Again, thank you for your service and your sacrifice. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching and listening to our